Welcome to Trading Lounge and the SP 500 for the 11th of March, starting on the 4-hour chart here. Now, what I want to talk about here is that I've gone over this with a fine-tooth comb and had a look at other markets as well. So we need to call this either wave 1 or wave A here. This move through here, this little move up through here is in 5 waves, which we can see on the cash market. So if it's 5 waves, it needs to produce another 5 waves here. Even though it was lower than this top here on the Dow Jones, it was also higher than this one here. The Nasdaq was lower, but it also can count as 5 waves as well. So we need to look at it as an A and a B and a C wave to this point here, and I can count 5 waves down to here. So the question is here is that do we have an A and a B and a C wave to this particular point here? And if that's the case, then we would need to look for a 61.8% retracement level here, which will take us back to the top of this one here. So that's possible here. Oops, not quite right. So we've either got that situation there, and this ABC here makes a larger A wave, and we go back to the B wave here, and then we go down from that point. Or we can look at this here as wave 1 here, wave 2 here, down for wave 1, an A and a B and a C wave here for wave 2, and then down from that point. So we either go to here or we go to here before we turn lower in this case. The only other alternative count that I can see here is if I line this up with some of the Asian markets and so on, where we have 1 and 2 here and the 3rd wave here, 4th wave here, and yes, it pulled up 50% rather than 40%, but I've seen that before many times on sharp drops, so this is also valid as well. So in this case here, we would have wave 1 down through to here, and then we'll be looking for a move higher here into this space here. For this, one of the main things here, if you've got shorts, then this is the time to cover those shorts at this point, because we can always move back in from this, but we need to allow this market to move higher and work out what we've got at that particular point in time. So on the 1-hour chart here, and going back to the other count here, where we've got either wave A or 1 here, B or 2 here, and 5 waves down here for either 1 or 2 here. This case here would be from this wave B top here. Just missed that a little bit, so I'll make that a tad shorter. But that brings us into this space here. So basically a retest of the 3000 area through there. So I don't know if we've got wave C here or wave 1 here. We'll just check on this rally here. I don't think the 15-minute chart gives us much more, or the tick chart here. So well, if this is 1 and 2 here, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So we're going to see this top out here. Normally the top of the 3rd wave comes in at the old highs on things anyway. So be wave 4 and wave 5 pushing up here. There's a gap over here as well, so we could bring that in line here. But I know that the market will want to, psychologically want to be, the futures market is important for gaps. That's the only thing really, because for every buy there's a seller, but when you come into CFDs, well, then you're betting against the house, like a casino really. So that's what CFD providers are. They may be hedging you. They'll put you in either book A or book B to be hedged or not hedged. But anyway, the gap will be more important for the futures market, but obviously other markets drag around at that particular stage there. So let's see how this occurs here with this. This move here, I have to say, looks rather corrective. So it's suitable for an A and a B and a C wave moving up into this space here. And this is the Nasdaq here, which is the same as well here, just on the 1 hour chart here for this. So we're looking for this to build up a little bit higher here. So coming into this level here, 8,500 in this case, covering this gap here. So what we could say as well is if these markets push beyond their 61.8% marks from this high here to this low here, let me just double check on that, it looks a bit short. That's right. So yeah, if it pushes past this and finds support on these levels here, then we need to take the top here in this case and down to here and look for the 61.8%, which will bring us back at 9,000 area here, and then we'll be looking at more of a corrective pattern or that more bearish pattern that I looked at before, with calling all of this wave 1 down here with wave 3, 4 and 5 on the S&P. But we'll obviously be studying this with great detail. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.